And it's something else that I want to talk to you about doing that I do up in Philly, man.
Right.
That I think that it'll be real major down here. It's like it's home care. I don't know if you guys know about home care down here.
Yeah, it's a female friend of mine named Lakeisha. She was telling me about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that, but it's a $1 billion industry.
I'm already up.
Yeah, it's $1 billion industry, So we'll talk about that, but that's like us all coming together as brothers and actually and building and then making it. And if we all, like you said, 5, 6, 7 good brothers come together and we just taking a certain amount of money every month and just building masjids or building wells for people that's overseas that need water and things of that nature, man. Just imagine what that can do for us, man. On our scale, man. Now you come from, you keep saying the borough. What
the Bluff.
The Bluff. I'm sorry,
right.
The Bluff. Now you from the Bluff and you in this area, right? And
this Vine City.
Oh, this Vine City.
So this across the street from the Bluff. This was our rivals.
Oh, okay.
We was at war with these people.
All right. So now I get it. I understand now. But coming from the Bluff and being in the area now, you ended up taking more jail stints, going to jail more so
yeah.
after that. How much time do you spend in jail totally?
Shit. I lost count, but it had to be over like 12, 13 years.
12, 13 years of your life.
I did 4. I mean, I did 2, then 2, then I just had that 8-year bid. So that alone, just with those, is over 12. But I did a lot of counting time, like a lot of counting time. I used to always go to jail for 8, 9 months, find the case, plea out to some probation. You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
So I did that several times.
Mm-hmm.
And now, your first loan bill you said was what? 8 years?
Yeah, that was when they smoked my boots. But of course, because you got to think about it, before that, when I was catching them aggravated assaults and them trafficking heroin charges and stuff like that, it was always a possibility that I could have got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So when they gave me them 8 years, I was like, that's it. You know, like, that's all y'all gonna give me? Like, I couldn't believe it. Once I got, because when I first got arrested on that jet, in the back of my head, I said, oh, damn, I'm finna do like 30 years like Big Meech. And I was cool with it. You smell me? I was like, shit, I did my thing. I did it the biggest out my city. I did it the biggest out my hood. Like, no nigga could say they talked this shit that I did. And that's all it was about at that time, was who gonna do it the biggest or who did it the biggest. And at that time, no Lamborghini trucks or none of that type of shit was out. I was the only nigga in the city with a Lamborghini, like a Lamb off dope money. And those was like trophies to us. I know that shit, it's played out to me now, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing to brag about now because I'm on a whole total different path. Like, that shit is lame to me and degrading or whatnot. But not talking down on no street nigga that's trying to get there, but I'm just in a whole different lane where
your mentality.
Exactly. So I just knew I was gonna get 30 years and I was fine with it because I felt like I accomplished some shit that my dad or Ralo or nobody ever accomplished in my hood. I ran up 20 million out of this shit. You smell me? So, like, and it was documented, you know what I'm saying? And it was seen, nigga. I was showing that shit. So, like, to me, that shit, I completed the mission back then. And I was ready to go lay down.
Do you think showing the money let you go to jail?
It was, people was getting killed, and a lot of cases was going cold. And they just...
That's when they started coming.
That when they came, and they just got lucky and ran over some weed.
When did you know that they was on you? Like, when did you know, like they...
I mean, they been on me in Atlanta all my life, of course. Of course, I've been doing shit. But, once I got a certain amount of money, I just felt untouchable. You smell me? And I had a nice little strategy of how I moved my dope. I had a strategy of how I handled my business, and then there wasn't so many fucking Ring cameras everywhere. So, like, back then, before I went to jail, a nigga played, we pull up and handle the business, didn't have to worry about Ring cameras and cameras everywhere. But now, this shit so fucked up with cameras, it's hard to even handle business when a nigga disrespect you.
Yeah, you can't. And then you got the Ring cameras and the phone ping on a satellite, and that's how they getting a lot.
Yeah, but I used you could beat the ping.
I'm saying, but
I know what you're saying.
It hit them because people wasn't hip to that. So it was like a lot of cases.
Yeah, do your location.
Yeah. So the 8-year sentence. Right.
Unbelievable. I couldn't believe they gave me that time. I was like, wow. When they told me that, I wanted to go out there and kiss that judge. Everybody else was crying and sad. I'm like, nigga, I know what type of time I've been on. I know what type of money I touch. I know what type of niggas I don't touch. I know what I don't did in these streets. Boy, I can't believe God gave me another chance. That's where I was at with it.
Now, you said that they stumbled across some marijuana.
Right.
So how did that come about? Was it like, they just stopped you like randomly? How did that happen?
So the whole world that's what they was able to use to sentence me and, give me time and shit like that and use on the news and stuff like that. But never have they ever came to me talking about no weed. They always came to me my whole time I was in jail. What about this murder? What about this murder? What about this murder? What about this murder? And so forth. So like, they ain't never cared about no fucking weed. And so while I was locked up, I never cared. Cause they ain't care. And I knew they ain't care. Smell me? I only was thinking like, shit. Like, don't put these bodies on me type time. You smell me?
And how much weed was it that they found?
It was 1,000 pounds. A little bit over 1,000.
At one time?
Nah, they caught 500 and 500. A little bit over 500, a little bit over 500.
Wow. How did you feel like, like when you seen them? Like, did you see them coming, or was it like you just?
So the first one, they caught like 2,000 or whatnot. I kept taking losses, like through like shipping and shit like that. They kept getting my packs and shit like that. So like, I was taking L's, but I was trying to get the L back. Yeah. You lose $1 million now.
Like at the gambling.
Like, damn, I gotta get it back. Yeah. Okay, I gotta get it back. Okay, I got it back.
Yeah.
Now let me try to, you know what I'm saying? So that was on my mind, like, nigga, I gotta get my motherfucking money back. I just lost $1 million. And I lost it again. And I lost it again. So that was $3 million. You know what I'm saying? That was my money. That was my money. Like, I ain't get nobody fronting me this shit. I was spending my money on this shit. So like, even when they caught me on the plane, I'm like, damn, I just lost another $1 million. You get what I'm saying? So like, it was never on no shit like getting caught, nigga. I would say it was lost to me. It was the loss.
Yeah.
I could have did whatever I needed to do in this world with $1 million. I did it 4 times. I lost 4 of them packs. Y'all only know about 2 because that's the only 2 they really caught me with. But I had 4 counts in my indictment.
Wow. So when they keep getting these packages, a lot of people don't understand. Like sometimes when
they would add it up.
Yeah, when you in the streets, right? Like our mind state when we're in the streets is always about to get back.
Right.
You lose, you try and get right back. All right, man, keep pushing, and then ultimately you're not really thinking about what the big picture, like maybe this is bigger than what I think it is. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even think. Cause when I'm in Cali and shit, weed everywhere. So I wasn't thinking like the feds really stun no weed. Like one time my people got caught with a truckload of my shit, and I got them right out the next day. Like, I just paid all their bonds. You get what I'm saying? So right then, in my head, I'm still like, this ain't shit. This ain't nothing but some weed. You know what I'm saying? I get all my people out because the judge was just getting all my people bonds that were getting caught with my truckloads. You smell me? Yeah. Oh, it wasn't truckload, but it was van fulls or whatnot. And that shit just was like, I would have never thought they would care about this. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have never thought they was, they maxed me out with it because weed don't carry no lot of time. You know what I'm saying? But they made an example out of me because I had that leadership role shit, the kingpin shit. They gave me 3-4 points extra.
Wow.
Everybody on my case got little time but me.
Yeah, he did 21.
Right.
So he did 21 years.
He know about everything I'm saying.
Yeah, everything. Everything.
The points, the leadership role, the kingpin.
All that.
He know about all this shit I'm saying.